Nogi neighbors. So come on in, it's time for another episode with your best friends. I got the flavor. Think we should dive right in. We'll spit facts about gold plaques and high level competition. Look back on old footage, maybe see what we missing. Kick back and train hard is the way that we living. Talk smack and stay humble, having fun on a mission. Big top pressure is the reason why you submitting. Yes sir. Steady pushing forward, no setbacks. Just a couple low belts soon to turn black. And if you hating, better stop that, cause it's the Nogi Neighbors Podcast. White belt.
With a friend, with another neighbor this time. We got Diaddario joining us. He's a purple belt at 10th Planet Decatur, and he's the head instructor for the kids program.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We are excited for you guys to be here because you guys are going to be both going to ADCC.
Yeah, dude, going to Vegas. I'm excited. I ain't never been anywhere that far.
Yeah, neither have I. I haven't been to Vegas at all. I also haven't been to like a jiu-jitsu tournament of this caliber. You know what I mean?
I don't think there has been a jiu-jitsu tournament of this caliber.
That's fair, yeah.
So, yeah, dude, I'm super pumped. Can't wait. But, yeah, we got several things to talk about that's been going on recently. We'll start. How's y'all's training been this last week?
Ooh, it's pretty good. It was a really good week. We had J.M. Holland at the gym for about a week, so it was really cool getting to like learn from him and take his classes. And then outside of taking his classes, rolling was going really well. Was feeling like really competitive with my training partners that really challenge me and stuff. So yeah, training's been pretty good.
Good week. How about you?
My training's been pretty good. I've been trying a bunch of different stuff. And I don't know. It's been a lot. Just like I said last episode, just a whole lot of strength and training and just getting ready for war, I guess.
Yeah, killing season, right?
Yeah, killing. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we got how many kids we got in the kids class that's gonna compete at that next tournament?
I think so. We've got. I gotta count in my head. 1, 2. Believe 4. Yeah, we've got 4.
Let's see.
We've got Galatia, Vincent, Tessa, and Elliot.
Jack.
And Marshall and Jack.
So
okay, so 6. Yeah.
That's got to be the most we've had compete, right?
100%. I think the last tournament that I went to with the kids, we had 3 or 4 compete.
Okay. This will be sick. And we've got a ton of adults competing too. Lots of white belts. We got some upper belts too. So
yeah, this is gonna be fun. It feels like we're bringing like a whole squad to the tournament this time. Like it's usually either it's just me and the kids going or it's just me and the adults going, but this time it's like everybody's going.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait. But yeah, training with JM was fun. I got to roll with him. Dude's solid, like he's legit. So,
that's good to hear. He did not want to roll with me. He looked at me and he said, "You're too big."
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm sure there's some truth to that, but, I train hard. I make no qualms about it. I definitely go hard, so I'm sure he's got a fight, maybe has a fight fairly soon, so,
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. When he was teaching class, like, it was he was touching on a lot of, striking awareness from various positions. So like when he was teaching some stuff from like closed guard and how to deal with punches from when you have somebody inside of your closed guard. So that was like really cool because we don't get Brandon will touch on some like MMA kind of stuff here and there, but it was kind of cool to get some lessons from somebody who's like, interested in fighting and, giving us that like more self-defense awareness and stuff.
Yeah. That was, with all that like combat jiu-jitsu experience, he's kind of got a lot of real time reps and experience for that. So it was kind of cool to get some of that perspective in class.
Yeah, and it especially was best because we have a few MMA fighters who found it very illuminating.
Okay.
So they're always on the side, just trying to figure that out, trying to work on different situations, combat situations and stuff. So.
Yeah. So a few things happened in the MMA world recently. You want to touch on some of that since you're the one who keeps up with that for the most part?
Yes. Okay. So Cyril Gahn versus Tai Tuivasa. It was pretty freaking awesome. It turned into a slobber knocker, and then of course Tai Tuivasa got he became bloody, and he really played the game of, oh man, I'm hurt, call an ambulance, but not for me, and then he just swing wildly. It was pretty exciting to watch. And but then of course Cyril Gahn was very measured, very much like a kickboxer, and eventually he won with maybe something that was controversial. He had like a hammer fist, something like that, towards the end.
To the back of the head.
To the back of the head, yeah. But either way, it was a great fight, and it was super fun to watch. Tai Tuivasa definitely knocked down with an uppercut, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Knocked down Cyril Gahn, so that was really cool. And then we had Robert Whittaker versus Marvin Vettori, which I was super psyched about because I love Robert Whittaker. I think he's cool. Robert Whittaker really just played the game the whole match, the whole fight. It was he really schooled him as far as striking is concerned. He had really good distance management, and Marvin Vettori just looked outclassed. He looked like a blue belt rolling with a black belt, with like a very game black belt. That's what it looked like. And that was just a really fun one. And then Joaquin Buckley went against some other fella. Sorry, we don't have his name. And he ended up losing, even though he had like a really, really good showing, especially going into the third round. I just think the other guy just outnumbered him. He struck him a good bit, and then eventually Joaquin Buckley got his hands going. By that point, it was over. So it was unfortunate. But that's about all that was in the MMA world. But Buchecha recently got a win.
Buchecha got another win over there at One Championship. He threw up what was it? Like he threw up
heel hook, right?
Yeah. He was on his back, and then he shot Ashi, and then reaped, and then got the outside heel hook and finished his opponent. So those are rare in MMA. So
sure, yeah.
But I mean, Buchecha's that guy, that's probably gonna do that.
Is this one of his first MMA fights?
Oh, I want to say it's like maybe his third or fourth. So, but it's interesting to finally see some of those like really big names in jiu-jitsu make their way over to the MMA world. Yeah,
Buchecha, Gary Tonin has been in the MMA scene a lot more recently.
Hulk?
Yeah, Hulk.
Okay.
He's with PFL now, so.
Didn't Galval have an MMA fight relatively recently?
No, he had a grappling match with one.
Okay.
And it went to a draw. So, not a good look.
No,
not a good look at all.
No.
Coming into
That's rough.
ADCC, he had a draw, but it was a draw with like a heavyweight MMA champ. But like still.
So the question is, was this guy somebody who, like, he's an MMA fighter and he only focuses on MMA, or is he like a grappler and he does MMA?
No, he's an MMA fighter.
Damn.
It's not a good look.
Yeah.
And he's like the kind of guy. I'm sure he's got a big name like in the East, but like I didn't know who the guy was. So, but
do you think that maybe Galval was using like that match as a let me try let me put to the test some things that I've been working on in a competition setting?
I do think so. And this was a few months ago, but I feel like I think I remember people saying like he was playing like a different game plan than he usually plays. But just not a good look though overall. So we can transfer over into some jiu-jitsu news. So Lucas Lepre's out with he made a post on Instagram. He's got like his own personal stuff going on. Said he didn't want to come in not at 100% to ADCC, so he's not going to come at all. Going to give somebody else the opportunity. So they've got Majid Hage in Lucas Lepre's spot, and then Lucas Lira's out, and they've got Owen Levisi, I think is how you say his name, in. You guys familiar with that guy?
I'm not.
So he came in second at the European trials, the second European trials, and he slammed everybody on their head. He's like a really good judoka. He's just jacked, like more jacked than Galvao, and he's just walking around judo throwing everybody on their head. And he lost to Luke Griffith in the finals. So I'd like to see that rematch. He did throw Luke Griffith to the ground pretty hard, so I'd like to see him at ADCC. But yeah, that's the only replacements this past week that I know of. And then today, Adam Bradley announced that he was leaving Atos. Is it Atos or Atos?
I say Atos.
I say it, and everybody makes fun of me how I say it. But
Atos sounds good. How it sounds right to me. So I'm on your side.
But I think, is it an A dash, and then Tos, or is it just like ATOS?
I think it's
seen-
Atos,
yeah.
but I'm just wrong when I say it most of the time.
Atos sounds better, right? Atos sounds
Maybe they
better.
need to change it.
I like the way
Atos?
that Atos sounds.
Atos.
Okay.
I think it just rolls off the tongue.
I think it's supposed
Alright.
to mean like the Book of Acts in Brazilian.
Really?
Somebody told me that.
Huh.
They might have been capping, but I was told it meant the Book of Acts.
I low-key just thought they were making up words.
Or from the
Yeah.
Book of Acts.
Well, I thought it was an acronym. I'm really out.
What would it be an acronym for?
Dude, I don't know. I just thought it was an acronym.
Okay.
It's not. What? That's a word? It's got to mean something. I'll Google it. You move on.
But, so, is this the mic that it's picking up on right now?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, Adam Bradley announced today. Here's his announcement. I'll read it to you. After 7 great years of representing Atos HQ, I've decided it's time for me to move on. Thank you to my former mentors and teammates. I will always cherish the time we spent helping each other achieve our goals. I'm doing what I feel is best for my career and, more importantly, my happiness. I know where I'm going next, but in the meantime, I will be focusing on some other aspects of my life. Thank you, everyone who has supported me this far. No questions unless I know you personally. Which, you know, that's seems like an appropriate announcement to make. But then this was his next thing on his story. He posted like the Rogue Ninja thing, like from Naruto, when you the top of your headband.
Yeah, he's going full Sasuke on Atos right now, dude.
And then he posted a clip. He said, "My last training session at Atos." And it's
Why is he comparing himself to like the two like biggest villains of a franchise?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe he's starting his villain arc.
He chose Sasuke and
Anakin.
Anakin, yeah.
Yeah, he had the clip
What's up
of
with that?
Anakin like turning
Darth
the
Vader.
lightsaber on, looking at the younglings. He said that was his last session at Atos. So
Last day teaching the kids class.
yeah, dude, just
slaughtered them
wipe
all.
them out. I don't know. I
Just
mean,
kill them all, man.
I'd like to hear somebody
JK.
else's take on what's going on there.
By the way, Atos does mean axe.
I was right.
Yeah, it's Portuguese word for axe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
There you
makes
go.
sense.
Like axe as in the tool, or axe as in the Bible?
ACTS.
Yeah, like the book.
Okay.
Because I know that like Galval's like the founder, right?
The Book of
Yeah.
Axe.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was the founder or just the head coach at the time, but yeah, I know like him and like a lot of the other guys are like Christian and stuff, so I didn't. Yeah. Also going into this ADCC, I feel like one of the big storylines is the new young blood, and then also like the old guard.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the old guard's gonna retire. Who do you think like?
I think this is probably gonna be what's his name? Six Blade Jiu-Jitsu's guy.
Shanji?
Not Shanji.
Lovato. Yeah,
I
he
think
already
this,
said it's his last dance.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is Lovato's last. I mean, you know, I like Lovato. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
But you know, watching him in the most recent Who's Number One event, like it really did look like that he was kind of behind some of the younger guys that are competing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like Marigali just ran through him, you know, and so yeah, like I see him retiring. I see Shanji actually retiring from competition.
You said he's got some of the most matches in
Yeah, I
ADCC.
think he has the most matches of anybody in ADCC. Like, I think he's got like 50-something matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Barry Yoshida has a lot. Like, a lot. But he's not going to be back this time either. He's done. I feel like Orlando Sanchez, unless he just goes and has, like, a great showing, which... I don't know. I'm not betting on that guy. I feel like it's probably gonna be his last dance too.
That guy just looks like an angry jelly bean to me. Just an angry mustache jelly bean.
I hope he, like, for his walkout, I hope he comes out on his motorcycle, just rides it out there.
That'd be pretty dope.
And it breaks underneath him. Right?
That's fair.
That'd be great.
I feel like people are gonna be going all out with, like, the theatrics for this one. Like, AJ Agazarm's definitely bringing the nunchucks.
Dude, Gary Tonin. What is Gary Tonin gonna do this year?
I don't know, man.
Like the last ADCC, it was the Colonel Sanders look.
Yeah.
And so, what's he gonna do this year?
Maybe win.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, he's a high seed, I would say, for 66, because there's no returning champ.
Yeah.
And he, got silver at the higher weight, so that's
I mean,
good look
he arguably has the most experience out of anyone in that division.
That's a division that's all about the young blood, like we were saying. There's not a whole lot of old guard in the 66. I'd say, honestly, one of the oldest guys in there is probably Gio.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think about. But, what else? Who else is, like, probably their last time around? Galval for sure.
Yeah, Galval for sure. Gordon, if he loses, like, I don't know if
He just gives up.
Like, I don't know if he can show his face in public, like, ever again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if he loses his division and the super fight, like, he's got to disappear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, first round Josh Saunders just dunks on him.
Yeah, just all the shit that he's been talking, just in general, but also from last ADCC up to this point, if he just gets somehow smoked, which is, very slim chance that happens, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just got to retire, I think.
Yeah, dude.
If he loses both.
Yeah.
How do you think Gordon handles a loss at this point in his career? You think he goes out on his shield, or do you think he pulls like a tummy ache or?
So are you saying, like, okay, he's lost, and how does he handle that, or are you saying, like, are you saying how would he handle, like, being afraid of losing?
So let's say somebody subs him, or somebody wins on points. Either way, they beat him in a decisive manner. Do you think he pulls, like, the whole Cyborg, like, doing one of those when Nicky Rod wins and, like, freaks out and makes excuses and I'll never compete here again? Or do you think he makes a big show of it, or do you think he's, like, gonna be respectful once he finally gets beat?
I think he probably, unless he gets submitted, I would say that he probably makes up some kind of excuse. I mean, I think the last guy to beat him was Vinny. And that was and Vinny won via points. Mm-hmm. And even in that match, like, Gordon and Donaher took to Instagram and, like, made up some kind of excuse, like, oh, we didn't understand the rules and the rules were confused. I'm like, bro, you entered into a pro grappling match and you didn't know the rules? What are you talking about? Like, you lost the match. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Whether you lost on ignorance or you lost on, like not being prepared, like, that's a legitimate way to lose.
Sure.
Like, that to me, that's even worse almost. Like, you didn't know the rules, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how unprofessional can you get? He's the one always talking about people needing to be professional, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he would handle a lot. I wonder what that would look like. But.
Probably look like a like what is it that those photos of what's his name, Felipe Pena has been posting of Gordon, the
chubby baby.
The chubby baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Probably looks something like that.
Gordon, my chubby baby. But
I will enter a match with you, and then I will cry and leave and cry some more and just keep crying.
It's kind of funny. I feel like that joke actually did get under Gordon's skin just a little bit.
yeah,
Because I was watching like the Who's Number One, one of the Who's Number One interviews, it was like one of the pre-fight conferences. So like Felipe and Gordon were both on the show together, and they asked Felipe about the chubby baby, and Gordon was like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't understand like why he even does it. And it's like, bro, you're frustrated right now.
so been out of shape.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm 6'4", 265 with abs. What do you mean, chubby baby?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm literally gonna do what I did to Pedro to you. We got to go over some of our picks for who's winning this next ADCC. I've got all the divisions right here.
All right, let's do it.
So first is 66, and give who you think's gonna win, and then give a dark horse.
Okay, so I think that Gary Tonin is gonna win it. Cole Abate is my dark horse.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, I think Gary Tonin, out of all of these guys, he has the most experience out of everybody, specifically in ADCC, but also in competition in general.
Okay.
Cole Abate is my dark horse because this kid has been training since he was 4.
Yeah.
And he's a purple belt, but he is like submitting high-level black belts. I mean, he's definitely earned my respect, and everybody I think he's competing against respect. I mean, his run in the trials was insane.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's off the chain for sure.
I'm team Cole Abate. I want Keith to win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for
I
sure.
want Keith to win it.
Yeah.
But I'm a Cole Abate fan. And same for Gary Tonin and Gio. But yeah, I mean, Cole Abate, like he's in there with the Mendez bros, like coaches. I mean, Hoffa is arguably the best featherweight of all time.
Yeah.
And, a coach like Guy Mendez, I mean, he's definitely one of the best coaches working today. Mm-hmm. So he's definitely got really good dudes in his corner, and he's a good dude. So, yeah, Cole is definitely my dark horse.
All right. And then I've got, let's see, let me read back over them. I'm going to go Ethan Krellinston as my winner. He looked really, really sharp at this last CJJ Worlds, and it wasn't like a striking-based game plan that he won with, really. I mean, I'm pretty sure he used strikes, but he wasn't like going in there trying to ground and pound everybody. It was still a jiu-jitsu performance. And we haven't seen a lot of him lately, but I feel like we're gonna see a lot of him here soon. But it's not a predictable pick, but I'm going with Ethan Krellinston as the winner, and I'm going with Diogo. What's his last name? Diogo Reyes? Diogo Hayes? I don't know how to pronounce it. Baby Shark is my dark horse. Kid is just phenomenal.
Baby Shark.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going with Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
So are you giving picks?
Dude, I don't know.
I know you're not as versed in the jiu-jitsu.
I'm not as hip with it.
Competitive jiu-jitsu world.
So these are your picks, but are they everybody?
This is the bracket in the 66.
Oh, okay. So this is everybody going against each other, I guess.
Yeah, we don't have the bracket or this is the roster, but we don't have like the bracket of who's facing.
Oh,
who.
okay, gotcha. I'm thinking, man, Baby Shark was really good.
Yeah, I know you saw him at the last.
Cole Abate for sure. I think
going Cole?
Cole Abate, yeah.
I know you saw Diogo at the last. Who's number 1?
Mm-hmm. Diego.
There's
Pato?
Diogo and Diego. You got Pato and you got
Gotcha.
Baby Shark.
Gotcha. No, I definitely think Colabante. For all the reasons that Josh said.
Yeah, dude. His trials performance was great.
We all wish that we had gotten to this sport earlier, and some people actually did. So.
Yeah. That's true, man.
It's
I feel like if I would have started when I was like anywhere younger than what I did, I would have hated it because I was just softer then. Like I would have just not liked it and left.
Yeah.
But
everybody's got their own journey. Some people just have it, it's faster.
yeah, I feel like I found it at the right time for me. Next we got 77. This one we do have a returning champ. You got JT Torres looking for the 4-peat? Yeah, looking for the 4-peat.
Meaning he's won the last 3?
Yeah.
Okay, heard.
Yeah, JT is... But I feel like he's one of those guys that doesn't compete a whole lot outside of ADCC.
Sure.
And I think that's like the new meta, is like everybody's competing really often. That's what you see out of a lot of the good competitors.
Pardon my ignorance, he's with Atos, right?
So he is with Atos, but he hasn't been to HQ in like 5 years. So like, is he with Atos? Because they were Mo was talking about that with the bracketing. Because the way it works is you have to face if there's more than one person from a division. Like let's say me and Sawyer go in, we have to face each other round 2, because you don't want to have it set up to where you can fake a match like Robert Drysdale, and then have your teammate fresh going into the next match. That way, they won't be fresh because it's the next day when there's another match. And you don't want to have like the finals be teammates. That's kind of lame. But he was talking about like whether or not JT should even be considered a teammate for the bracketing.
So he hasn't trained at HQ in like 5 years. Where has he been training? Does he have his own school?
Essential Jiu-Jitsu in New York.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like they were like, oh well, he cornered Andre in the last SuperFight, but it's like, I mean, people corner people all the time.
Sure.
But he says he hasn't even rolled with the Rotolo brothers since they were like had kids belts. So that makes you think, man, is he really a teammate then?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would like to say that you guys said Atos at the beginning, Atos, and now you said Autos. You have both said Autos.
I'm
Just
probably
a second
messing
ago.
everybody. That's definitely my fault because I always say it wrong and everybody laughs at me. But we do have a returning champ. Let's see, and then on here, Lucas Lepre's not in. It's Majid. Although I don't think anybody's going for Majid as the winner. At least I'm not. I've got in 77. I'm taking Mika is who I think is gonna win, and Nikki Ryan is a dark horse. So
Yeah. Roberto Jimenez. There he is. I say that because I haven't seen him since he got beat. So Jackson, who's hedging his bets on the young blood, I think I'll be just different, and I'll go PJ Barch. I want him to win for sure, just because
I want
I like
to be
PJ Barch.
or Andy, but I'm going with Mika and Nikki
There's
Ryan.
yeah, I mean, there's no real reason why I'm choosing this other than or logical reason anyway. And then I'll go Mika as the dark horse.
Mika's the dark horse.
All right, let's see here. So, my number 1 pick is Cade Rutolo. I think Cade's gonna do it.
Okay.
My dark horse is gonna be Mika Galval.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they ran that one before?
No, that was Mika and Ty.
Okay.
Yeah. So personally, I think Cade is the better of the twins.
Okay.
So I think when we're looking at this bracket, I think Cade is the most likely to win.
I'm so ready to see the Rotolo brothers, man.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? Torres, he's 3-time champ for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, we could totally be wrong, and he just goes in there and smokes everybody. You mentioned that Nicky Ryan is your dark horse.
Yeah.
I actually disagree with that.
Okay. You don't think he's got a chance to do it?
I don't think he's going to do it, man. Like, I think Nicky, don't get me wrong, I think Nicky is good, and I think from the amount of time it's taken him from, like, white belt to, like, where he is now, like, he's done that really fast, if you think about that. But he has arguably the least amount of competition experience.
That's true.
Than all of these guys.
Well, that's the thing that I think about a lot, because JT only competes at ADCC as far as I know. I think he might do some gi stuff outside, but like he's not like your Keith Krikorian or Gordon Ryan or people who do compete like fairly like often. So I mean I feel like it plays a big factor, but I feel like we see a lot of guys that only compete at ADCC and do well.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's like Andre. He doesn't compete out of ADCC much.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I don't know.
But, yeah, man. I think the Rotolos are the truth, and this is about... I think this ADCC might just be, like, the tournament where we all realize that this is, like, a new era, and it's the era of the athletes who started jiu-jitsu as kids, and now they're, like, you know, that... early 20s, and they got a lot of wanted, and they've got a lot of training under their belt now, and they're about to like really show the world that this is their era.
Yeah, I'm mostly picking young blood over old guard in this one. So that's the 77. Moving on into 88. Let me get it pulled up. So let's see, 88. I'm gonna go. So, and this one on here on the roster, just reminder, John Blank's out, Pedro Moreno's in. And he is, you know, he's a heavy hitter in that division. Sure. But I'm going Ty Ruotolo, and my dark horse is Hulk. Okay. I think Hulk could, like, he would be my main person for this division, but... he's been focusing a lot on like MMA and even some in the gi, so he just doesn't seem as like focused and about it as some of the other guys.
I will go. I do think Ty Ruotolo is going to win. However, I think J Rod is my dark horse.
J Rod's your dark horse.
J Rod is my dark horse.
Okay.
I like J Rod. J Rod's cool.
I like him too, but I don't see him winning it.
Yeah, same.
Personally.
J Rod reminds me of Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, Jackson. I think Ty is my number one for this division.
We all three go Ty?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all three went Ty for the number one.
And my dark horse, I'm gonna say Isaac Michelle.
Really?
Yeah. So
Whoa.
I'm a big Isaac Michelle fan.
I am too, but he's so fresh on the scene. I didn't know.
Dude, Isaac, man, like, okay, we know that at B Team they have been working a lot of wrestling. A lot.
I've heard he's got some of the better wrestling over there too.
He's got some of the better wrestling, and his top game is really good. Like, I think he won. I could be getting the tournament wrong, but I think it was like IBJJF Pans. Like he got.
I think it might have been. It was either that or it was Nogi Worlds.
Yeah, it was one of those two. But he got gold, and it wasn't leg locks. Like he won from the top position, I believe.
Yeah, but you know he's also like good in the leg lock department if it comes to that.
Yes. And we know that he's a submission artist. He can put people away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that match with Kyle Chambers, and don't got to get too deep into that match, but it's just like, how do you put away the guy whose, strategy is like, I'm not going to get tapped.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that was the only part of Kyle's strategy. I'm just saying, like, it can be hard to put away the guy who's like really shelled up.
Yeah, it's a different game, especially like when your opponent's going to be taking a few risks to try to get one over on you, especially when like oh, I'm down on points with a minute and a half to go. You're going to have to go after it if you want to win, and that's going to open up more opportunities for subs. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's 88. So nobody picked the returning champ, because we do have a returning champ in this one too, Mateus Denise. Nobody's going with him?
Nah.
Man, I'll be honest, outside of ADCC, I really don't know a whole lot about him. But
the last match that I saw with Mateus was his match with
Gordon.
And Gordon made him look like a white belt, respectfully.
Yeah. I feel
Disrespectfully.
I feel like there's enough good leg locking in that
Gordon.
division to put Mateus Denise out. So, I could be wrong, but alright. And then after that, we move up into the 99, starting to get a little heavier. 99, I'm going, let's see. Ooh, I'll let you go first.
Okay.
I'll let you go first for the minus 99. Pedro's not in that one. He's in the 88. So where his picture is, it should be Owen Lovisi now.
Ooh, this is a tough one. In terms of like my number one pick, this is a tough one. My top 3 is Craig Jones, Kainan Duarte, and Nicholas Marigali.
Okay, Marigali.
Yeah.
This is Nogi neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
He's
shown, Nogi now.
Yeah, he's Nogi now. He's shown good stuff. I can't talk too much.
He's seen the light. You know.
Yeah, you know what? I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to have to say Kainan is probably the most likely to win. I want Craig Jones to win, and I think he's probably like the second best guy. Hey, damn, I'm sorry, Craig. Always second place with Craig.
Let me throw this at you though.
Okay.
So you're saying you think Craig's the second best guy, and that Kainan will probably beat him?
Okay, so in this rule set,
I
think Kainan on paper is the most likely to win.
But we saw Tim Spriggs leg lock Kainan. And you can't tell me you think Tim Spriggs is a better leg locker than Craig Jones.
You just hit me with a good point right there, Sir Jackson.
But you could make the point though that with the rule set, because this isn't who's number one rules. Mm-hmm. He might could find a way to outscore him on points and not get as engaged. And I'm sure he's been training leg lock defense.
That's my thing with Craig, is that we have seen Craig struggle with the guys who play very cagey games, who, like, everybody knows that if Craig touches your leg or if he gets on top, like, he's gonna tap you.
Yeah.
So what they do is they run from him, and Craig seems to be very adamant about, okay, I'm staying on the bottom and I'm not going to chase after him. Or if I'm on the feet, I'm not going to make the decision to pull the guard because I'm going to, like, I'm very adamant about taking this guy down.
Yeah.
So it's tough, man. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to stick with Kainan as my number one and Craig as my, like, dark horse. I don't know if you can really call him a dark horse. I just think he's like...
Yeah,
I wouldn't really
say
like, it
dark
could
horse,
go either way.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. For 99. Who won 99 last year? Gordon.
Was he in 99 last year?
Yeah, he was in minus 99. He did minus 88, won minus 99 and absolute. And then this year will be his first year at plus 99.
You're right. So that means Craig was in 77?
Craig was in 88.
He was in 88.
I believe he was in 88.
Okay.
Yeah. Man. I think I gotta go Craig Jones, honestly. I feel like somebody's gonna catch Kainan.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of those guys. He's so good to be getting beat in places he gets beat.
100%. He's like if he hasn't like closed that hole in his game being leg locks. I mean, like the last ADCC, he got subbed by Lachlan Giles in the absolute, and then in the Who's Number One event, he got subbed by Tim Spriggs.
How long was in between those two events? A good while.
A good while, and like if you look on paper, those are two guys that Kynan should not have lost to.
No, not at all.
Should not have lost to those guys.
Yeah. I feel like I gotta go with Craig as my number one, and then I'll take Luke Griffith's looked really good. I think I might take Luke Griffith as my dark horse. Yeah, I'll go Luke Griffith as my dark horse. I feel like that's a bad idea, but I don't know. I got a good feeling about him. You got it?
Yeah,
What do you think?
Well, I don't got it, but I can quickly look at this, see if I
don't want to
can
just exclude
remember
you, but
anybody.
I know you don't follow it as closely.
Yeah, I don't follow it as closely. Yeah, I mean, Craig is the only real name, and then Nicholas Marigali as my dark horse.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say he's the only real name, but
I mean, the only
Marigali's
name that
the dark
I'm,
horse.
you know,
that's fair.
there you go. That my stupid brain can remember. But yeah, for sure, Craig and then Marigali.
Well, a lot of these guys are just old guards, so you haven't really been following the sport long enough to
That's
know.
true. That's true. Then that's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys in this division. I feel like it could be their last one, or a few guys at least. I feel like Yuri Samoa like we haven't really heard like a lot of good things about him lately. Like he's just kind of around. But yeah, moving on up to the heavies. Do I gotta ask for 99 plus?
I think we should at least have the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, and dark horse.
Yeah.
Who's the dark horse?
So I've got Gordon picked.
Felipe Pena?
Is it Felipe or is it Nicky Rod? I feel like that's
For the dark horse?
yeah.
Tell me your dark horse and then I'll tell you mine.
Show me yours for you, and I'll show you.
Is that a Harry Potter reference?
You said first.
Yeah, that's fine.
What is he gonna say, Sawyer? What is he gonna say?
Yeah, I'm taking Nicky Rod as the dark horse, but yeah, Gordon is the number one.
Yeah.
Nicky Rod get beat by your own brother. I'm just kidding. Nicky Rod. Yeah, Nicky Rod is the dark horse. I would say so. Oh shoot!
They got Felipe. They got
Big Dan.
yeah, Big Dan's in here, but
Big Dan.
see the thing is though, is he'll have to fight Gordon second round.
Yeah. Big Dan
So-
sort of sucks though. So yeah, it's either Felipe Pena, which definitely not Felipe Pena, in my opinion.
Do you think he makes it to the finals?
I think he's mentally weak, and he may not be physically weak, but he is definitely mentally weak. And I'm not joking. That's just how it is.
If he beats Gordon, you're
Sawyer's
just
in the
never
hot
gonna.
seat, damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Hot
yeah,
takes from
it's
Sawyer.
Nicky Rod. There you go.
Somebody needs to put together a compilation of Sawyer's hottest takes.
Yeah, dude, that'd make great reels.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I mean, number one is Gordon Ryan. He's in my mind is unbeatable until somebody finally beats this guy. You know. My dark horse is I gotta agree with you. I mean, it's Nicky Rod.
Yeah.
Looking at this list, I genuinely believe he is the most likely to beat Gordon out of everybody. I mean, I've yet to see a match where we see somebody effectively control Nicky Rod.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about beat him on points. I'm talking when have we ever seen Nicky Rod on the bottom of mount or on the bottom of side control or bottom of north, anything like that? You know what I mean? I mean, nobody has gotten a hold of this guy and just completely controlled him. And I want to, Felipe, he won the last 80s, No. He was the super fight in the last.
So he won the
ADCC.
absolute.
Yeah. He's beaten Gordon before, but
Gordon, man.
I mean, like, I just think Gordon's better now.
Yeah.
I do. I know that their last match together was controversial, and Felipe actually did look better in that match than I thought he was going to, but I just think Gordon's better.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, my dark horse is definitely Nikki Rod.
All right, and then we got the ladies too. So, and do I gotta ask about the super fight?
I do want to talk about this.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the ladies first. So we got the minus 60. Only 8 people in these divisions because the women's divisions are smaller right now. But I'm going Fiona Davis. I think she's got this one in the bag. After seeing what she did to Rafaela Guedes and what she did to Paige Yvette, and those are 2 girls in the heavy. Like, those girls aren't even in the same division as her. They're way heavier than her, and she, like, iced them. Yeah, I got to go Fiona Davis, and my dark horse, I'm going Brianna St. Marie. She's looked really good. She's looked really, really good. Didn't she win both East and West Coast?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's no small feat. Had to put both Bias down, but I'm going Fiona and Brianna.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I just don't like respect to all the other ladies, but I just feel like Fiona and
Which B is the returning champ? I forget.
I think I'm not sure who the returning champ is, to be honest with you. If there is one.
There definitely is one. It's either Bianca or what's the
Beatrice? I think it's Beatrice.
I know last time Fiona broke one of them's arm, and then she lost to the other one in the final.
Okay.
But I honestly
think it might have been
up.
Beatrice. Yeah, Fion's my number 1. I don't see, and yeah, like Brianna's definitely my dark horse as well.
I think Maisa's just too small for this division.
Maisa's too small, and like I also don't think that she has like the firepower that Fiona and Brianna have.
I don't think she has the wrestling. I feel like she's gonna end up losing in the earlier rounds because somebody's not gonna she's gonna pull guard and lose via like decision.
Sure.
Points or
Elvira hasn't competed in a while.
Yeah, I'd love to see Elvira win it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Of course, Elvira is a 10th planet girl, and I'm all about the 10th planet athletes, and if there's a 10th planet athlete in a bracket, I'm like, I want them to win. You know what I mean?
Dude, I would love to see almost every division get taken by 10th planet.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
It's just that, I think Elvira's just been out of the competition scene a while, for good reason.
Yeah.
And so I just think that she's gonna struggle to actually beat everyone in the division,
She got 3rd or 4th last time?
She got 3rd.
Okay.
But I believe it was because somebody backed out or something.
It might have been because
she
Fiona broke the other chick's arm. That might have been why.
I'm not sure exactly what the situation was, but it was one of those somebody either did stepped out or didn't show up, and she got the place. Straight to Elvira though, you're at ADCC for a reason.
Oh no, yeah, definitely, she definitely deserves to be there. She's great.
Mm-hmm. Fiona Davies, of course. That's my pick. I feel like that's both for everybody's pick, and that's pretty much the only name. I did see Elvira in a recent not a recent competition, but in a competition at one point, very long ago. But it was I don't know. It's really a toss up, to be honest. But Fiona Davies is my choice.
That's fair. And then we got the heavyweight ladies. Returning champ Gabby Garcia. I don't think there's a chance she takes it this time.
Dude, I couldn't agree more.
She just looks like she's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks like she ate the scale.
She's definitely the biggest girl in her division.
The healthiest.
Definitely the strongest, but yeah, she just hasn't looked good lately. But this would be her, if she was to win, it'd be a new record, and this would be her 5th in a row. So it is kind of wild to pick against somebody who's done 4 in a row, but she got beat by a girl, Amanda Levy, who's not even on here. So
we don't even really see Amanda Lee compete.
I'm pretty sure she's like an MMA competitor for the most part.
I think what that means is that the skill level of the women that what's her name, Gabby is competing against, have caught up to the weight gap that she has between all the other women.
Yeah, I feel like it's finally evolving with the women. Their skill level's just catching up, and it's not. I don't feel like it's just they're catching up to how strong she is, but I feel like it's also like she's been in the game a long time. You know, everybody's got to hang it up at some point.
Yeah,
I feel like she might be getting close to time, but for this one, I've got Kendall Rusing, and I've got Rafael Aguedes as dark horse. I kind of hope somebody pulls out soon, because I really want to see Paige Yvette in this division. She did awesome at the trials and was just dunking on people, so I really want to see her in it. But and Elizabeth Clay is in this one too, because one of these two girls, Giovanna Jara pulled out. So
wait, so you have Kendall as number 1 and Rafael Legedes is your second?
Yeah.
Didn't Rafael Legedes beat?
She did.
Kendall Rusing?
She did.
And that his number 1 event?
She did, but I just feel good about how Kendall Rusing's gonna do.
Okay.
Maybe got a little Kendall Rusing crush, but you know, I feel like, I don't know, her wrestling for this rule set, her wrestling is gonna be better than anybody else's. So that's how I feel. But Elizabeth Clay's in this division too.
Is Kendall Rusing the one that did who is number 1 commentary? Yeah, I'm a big fan of her as well.
Yeah, I think most people are big Kendall Rusing fans.
I'm not a big fan of her commentary, but yes.
Why? Because she was always pulling for the Gracie Baja.
Yes.
Yeah.
100% of the time, and just wouldn't be open. I mean, she would say that they were her, her teammates, but come on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Rafael Legedes as my number 1, and I'm gonna have Kendall Rusing as my second, and then you know what? I'm gonna make Gabby Garcia my dark horse.
Gabby Garcia's a dark horse.
She's the dark horse.
Yeah.
Ooh. She's a well-fed horse.
Do you think she'll win the first round? Well, she'll be seeded number 1. I would assume she'll be seeded number 1 because she's the returning champ. So she'll probably get an easier matchup first round.
So I think I don't think that Gabby Garcia is gonna lose the first match.
I don't think she makes it to the finals though.
Unless she gets the Rafael or Kendall.
What if she gets
first?
What if she gets Elizabeth Clay first round?
Oh, I totally forgot that Elizabeth Clay.
Yeah, she's not on there because she's a replacement, so she's not on there.
Okay,
but she just got put in as a replacement for Karina
So
Santi.
if she gets Elizabeth Clay first round, I think I still probably give it to Gabby Garcia
for the rule set.
Rule set.
Yeah.
I think Elizabeth Clay and their Who's Number 1 match. I think Elizabeth Clay actually should have won that match.
Okay.
I don't know why they gave it to Gabby.
Yeah. Probably out of fear.
Sure. Gabby might eat the entire
their children.
Who's Number 1 commentary team if she wasn't given the win.
Yeah.
The bald man first.
She might call the rest of the event.
Bald man.
She might call the rest of the Avengers. All right, and then so we've gone through.
Gabby smash.
Finally, we've got Gordon and Andre, the super fight.
God.
That's the last part of the ADCC picks. What do y'all think? Andre, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. So it's funny. I actually don't think this match is like very cut and dry. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that there is a clear guy to win this match.
Okay.
And here's why. Galvao is. I don't think that he is the best grappler in the world. I think he's the best ADCC competitor in the world.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I think if people have this idea in their brain that, like, Gordon is just going to go in there and just completely mop the floor with Galvao, I think your head's in the wrong place. Like, I mean, Galvao has definitely, like, earned the title that he has.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think Gordon is the best grappler in the world. So I think if Galvao were to win this match, it's probably like it has to do with like his ADCC experience and has to do with like some kind of like he's probably going to win on points. Like there's no way I think he taps Gordon.
Yeah.
Ever. Like I don't think he's ever going to tap Gordon.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
I think that kind of talking about it out loud, I think like Gordon is my number one pick for that super fight. But I think that Galvao does have a really good shot at winning this match.
Well, I think like John Donaher said himself, he was like, this is going to be a match between the best technical grappler on the planet and the best strategist for this rule set. So I feel like that's a pretty fair statement. I think it's interesting. You'll see a lot of times like Gordon just crap on all his opponents, and then like John Donaher come and say something like a genuine but also very true like compliment or like assessment of them. So
yeah, it seems like Donaher, like when Gordon is competing, Donaher is kind of the guy that like lifts the veil for us.
Yeah.
Like obviously he's not Gordon, but I sometimes feel like he's kind of like he provides a little bit of insight of what's really going on behind the scenes and what's really going on in Gordon's head.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
He's the little man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I mean, it's Gordon for sure. Okay. Gordon. Galvao.
And he's your dark horse. But
Gordon. Yeah. Gordon twice.
Yeah. But
moving on with your choice is Gordon as well.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Do you want to go into your ADCC trip?
Well, we're going.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but, we are going.
I'm excited, man. Like I said, I have been that far, but I've never been that far inside the states. I've been to Guatemala, but I've never been to like a city this big, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I've been to quite a few big cities. I've never been to Las Vegas before, so I'm really excited to like actually be in Las Vegas and experience it.
I am too. I'm not even old enough to do Las Vegas things in Las Vegas, but
I am old enough to do Las Vegas things, and I will be doing Las Vegas things. Decide what that means to you guys.
We'll just have to see what happens. But I'm excited either way. Mostly for the grappling, but I'm also excited to like travel and like see what's out there. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be something. Like I think they said right now there's like 11 or 12,000 tickets sold already to this event. Jeez. So
this is gonna be huge, and everybody's gonna be there.
It's gonna be electric. Like everywhere we look, it's gonna be people we've like seen compete or like big names we know of.
Whoa.
Is there anybody that's going that you really want to like meet personally? Like, do you have like a list in your head that you're like, okay, if I see this guy walking around, like I'm gonna approach them and introduce myself?
I don't know, cause like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like they're having the ADCC Open, and I know a lot of like honestly, really big names are in that. Like, I know John Combs is in that. What's his name? Jacob Couch is in that. Like, there's gonna be some cool names in that. Maybe Andrew Wilsey, and then they're gonna do the Hall of Fame thing, which I almost forgot about. So all of like the Hall of Famers are gonna be there. So like Dean Lister, and Mark Kerr, Henzo, like just everybody. Hodger, the Mendez brothers. You know, I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
But
what about the after party? What do you think of that? So there is going to be an after party.
yeah, they're having an after party. I don't feel like I'll be able to get in.
You might be able to.
Yeah,
Maybe.
We'll have to.
We're
see.
gonna try to get you in.
Okay.
This championship should, I mean, ADCC should just be the winners get in. You know, like if you win one, you should be able to just get in, right?
Will I be a winner?
I don't know. Well,
Are you competing?
I mean, like it'd be cool if they just had a competition just to see who goes to the after party.
I did see that Mo said if you win the Open, you get like tickets to like go to ADC. He's like, you get like good seats if you win your division or whatever. Maybe it was like the absolute. You get like really good tickets and stuff to the event.
That's
nice.
legit.
Cool. But yeah, dude, they keep hyping it up like there's gonna be like a big like pyrotechnic show. I think he said they spent like several $1,000s on like pyrotechnics and like all that.
You're
crazy
telling me
stuff.
there's gonna be fire at ADCC?
Yeah.
Literal fire.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but
Something about fire, man. It just makes every show better.
It's fun
just
to
a
look
little-
at.
Every production.
It's just
Yeah.
a little bit better than
Just
being in a high school gym in Beijing.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like 2013. It's just a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of celebrities there too outside of grappling. Like,
You think so?
Yeah, like I think he said the Paul brothers are gonna be there.
John Cena.
Several UFC champions, Dana, Chaudhry, Scott Coker, so all the major promoters.
Okay.
That's
Probably
legit.
Joe Rogan. Mo and Gordon were on Joe Rogan's today.
I did see that on Instagram.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
hasn't come out yet, but they were on Joe Rogan's today to promote the event. So
Man, I wish it would be out right now.
yeah, I really want to watch it.
I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be watching it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what would be happening.
No podcast for podcast,
Yeah.
but
Podcast within a podcast.
he said he
Within a
invited
podcast.
Mark Zuckerberg because
That's kind of out of pocket.
you hadn't
He
seen the
still.
recent
Have you
stuff?
seen him like do MMA training?
No.
He does MMA and jiu-jitsu training.
No
Yeah,
way.
he just got like started with it like this last year, and
Is he like ranked in jiu-jitsu?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
he's new. But I mean, he like his training footage was like, oh, like this guy's like
He's about it.
he's about it. So
So, is Mark Zuckerberg even like a real person?
he was on Joe
Surprisingly.
Rogan's, and he was like, yeah, everybody's giving me crap for like you don't look like a real human when you're like drinking water, like you know all those memes about that. And he was like, well, to be fair,
With
he
his
was like-
eyes.
he was like, there was like a, you know, I think he said like a multi-million or billion-dollar lawsuit against my company from like the most powerful government in the world. He's like, I was a little nervous, you know, give me a break. So
And he also said like it wasn't very flattering. Like you're eventually gonna make a face and it's gonna become a meme, especially whenever you're in there for 7 or 8 hours.
yeah,
But I thought that was interesting. And then, what I really thought, so he is a real person, which is which really weird, you know, because you just see pictures of him and he just looks like an alien robot, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
But he's actually got thoughts and feelings, and he's got like he's interested. He's actually I feel like he's losing money on the Oculus stuff, and he just really thinks that the more we live our lives in both the digital world and the regular world, eventually we'll just see reality as a mixture of the two. Which I thought was really weird and I didn't like, but at the same time it's very true. So
Well, he said on there, he was like, I don't want people to spend more time in the virtual world. I just want their time in the virtual world to be higher quality.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a lie.
Dude, that's like not what's gonna happen. though.
Yeah.
no,
You
yeah,
really buy real estate inside the metaverse. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you only create like that kind of market unless like you want the like people who are in it to be in it as much as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna make something as good as possible, it's gonna get people in there as long as possible.
Sure.
You know, it's just like if this light is really, really bright, eventually, like a billion moths are gonna come over to it and burn and die.
Yeah.
Which is a big bummer, but.
I hope you don't have that bad of a moth problem.
yeah. Well, we have a bad human problem, I think, sometimes.
Sure.
But you know, I think that aliens beam into his brain and then give him these ideas to eventually just create a giant. You know how we were used, like humans were used as batteries in the Matrix.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Wait,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay, so I'm thinking that the aliens beam this information into his mind, and slowly but surely they're getting us to the point where we don't have to like use our bodies, so they're just gonna use us as batteries. You know, so we're gonna get to the point where we're so sedated that we don't even leave our houses, and we don't even know that we've been transported into a giant alien spaceship to be used as batteries.
Damn.
That would suck.
That would suck.
Anyway, that's my thoughts.
I feel like if I'm a battery, I'm like one of them like rechargeable batteries that's a lie. Like it really don't recharge. I just feel like I ain't getting all of it out of me.
Okay, so we're gonna get deep here for a second.
Okay.
All right. Are you taking the red pill or are you taking the blue pill? Just to clarify, you take the red pill, you wake up from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Take the blue pill, you stay within the Matrix.
So is it when you take the blue? Do you remember having the option?
No.
Okay, I'm taking red pill.
Okay, so you choose to wake up. All you get is knowledge. You don't like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
to, man.
Yeah. I mean,
what about you?
every human thinks that they're gonna choose the red pill, but I mean, there were so many people that were in the Matrix that you can just see that most people just don't even care. You know, like whether it's real or fake, if it feels real to you, then it is real. Like people, especially like if you can throw it in the back of your brain and not worry about it, and you still live, then they just think that's fine. And I'd like to think that I would choose the red pill, but I might choose the blue pill and forget I even made the choice, you know? Wouldn't even think about it, or wouldn't even have time. If I have enough time to think about it, I would definitely try to choose the red pill.
So, for me, it kind of depends on, like, if I'm the chosen one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do you want to be the chosen one?
So, if I'm the chosen one, I'm taking the red pill. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if Morpheus approaches me and is just like, all right, bro, you're the guy.
Yeah.
But you got a choice. You can either stay in this reality or you can wake up from this reality.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to wake up from this reality.
Yeah. But if you're not.
However, if I'm just like average Josh and I'm just I'm just given this option out of nowhere, man, like, I mean, I'm probably gonna take blue pill just because, like, if I'm like thinking about the Matrix and like how that movie played out, I mean, you're waking up inside a bath with tubes stuck in your body.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, I don't got a squad that's gonna break me out of that bath. Like, I gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You got to pull the tube out of your mouth. I always thought that was terrible.
So it just kind of depends.
Even if they do, I feel like you're still just like, I hope this guy saves us.
Yeah.
You know, you're really not that much help.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe if I'm not the guy and Morpheus, like, okay, you're not the guy, but you're a part of the squad that like supports the guy.
Yeah.
I'm taking red pill. You know what I mean? I'll take red pill for that.
If you can do something about it.
Yes, yeah. If I can do something like with taking the red pill,
the main resistance. Yeah.
then all right, cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah. And
So you have
odds
to have
are,
a way to apply the knowledge. that you're
Yes.
receiving.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I mean, odds are you are going to be able to join the resistance and be a part of the resistance, right? Or you could just get killed by like an alien or a robot as you're trying to escape. It's always a possibility.
What if like in your blue pill reality, you're like you have like great like you're Gordon Ryan, but then when you wake up, you're like
you're just you.
Just like a genetic like mud rat. Like
Oh
you're
no.
just- You wake up, you're like I'm the biggest, baddest dude around, and then you wake up in like the real reality, and you're like thinking, oh yeah, I'm still gonna be the biggest, baddest dude around. I'm gonna do something about this. But then when you wake up, you're just, like 5'3",
Yeah.
$125,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
I mean, you're in that goo, right?
you're like, I don't have any download karate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like what
I
am
mean,
I
you
supposed
can-
to do?
You can do the karate, but you're 5'3", you know? It's like, you're not going to do that karate on any robots.
Yeah, like you've been doing like Krav Maga and the blue pill, and then when you wake up, you're like, oh yeah, I've got this Krav Maga.
Yeah, yeah, and then everybody knows jiu-jitsu, and you're just SOL.
Last Matrix question. So if you can like download the information that'll make you like the best jiu-jitsu player in the world, would you do it or would you choose not to do it?
I'd do it.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Man, you're really trading.
I'm not
You're trading the journey for the destination here. That's what it is.
Well, it's not. It doesn't necessarily have to be the well, okay, a destination is just another place that you're gonna go to before you go to another place.
That's true, because if you were immediately like, let's say I immediately was like, had Gordon's jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
then I would be like, well, how do I help other people like get to this level? Like then it's like now I can be, I'm still gonna compete, but now I can be like a full-time coach too, and now I can like, now my job is to get other people to a high level. So you'd still have like a journey.
Yeah. To quote Brandon, "Go forth and do likewise." That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite quotes of his. Go forth and do likewise.
Gotta have a Brandonism in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So I think I would like download just enough information to like be like not be at the elite level, but like I can like go into like these like entry level pro tournaments and smoke everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I would want to have enough skill level that I can beat like good guys, but I don't want to have so much skill level that I've got like nobody to like compete with.
So
You know
you're
what
not
I mean?
trying to max out. You're just trying to get like the
Right,
next
like
level up.
I still want to have
I
like,
feel like
if,
no matter what level you're at, you'd say that.
I want to have like a journey ahead of me.
I feel like if you're a day one white belt, you'd be like, I just want to be a blue belt that does well in competition. But if you're a blue belt that does well in competition, you'd be like,
The more you
I
have,
just want to be a purple belt who teaches sometimes and like kicks butt against other blue belts and purple belts. I feel like no matter what level you're at, you choose that.
you choose to
I feel like
want
it's almost a
more.
paradox. You choose to want more, but not so much more that it's boring,
Okay.
or so much more that it feels like cheating.
Man, I want more that it feels like cheating, man. I want to be able to do that much more.
Just
Yeah.
take steroids.
You know? Take steroids?
Yeah, I'll say you in prayers.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? I've made my decision. In the course of this podcast, I'm doing steroid. No. That'll be used in a court of law.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Hey man, I'll still be your friend. I don't care if you get sauced up.
Yeah, dude.
I'll
Sauce stuff.
only be your friend if you get sauced up.
Oh, okay. In order to keep the no-gi neighbors, I've
Yeah.
decided to make a sacrifice.
Yeah,
There you go.
There it is.
but
That's funny.
yeah, man, we've covered the Matrix. We've covered ADCC.
hmm
Um,
I'd like to input another Brandonism, but I'm not even sure Brandon said this. I know I wrote it down, though.
Is it even a Brandonism?
Yeah, I mean,
a Brandonishism.
it's really fun in that it could be either one, and we have no idea. They think I'm toast, but I'm still the bread.
What?
They think I'm toast, but I'm still the bread.
But toast is bread.
Yeah, but like it's like if you're a goner, you're toast. But if you're the bread, you're like before.
You're
know,
not toast.
You're good. You're doing good.
I thought bread not like just like a general positive thing because it's money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's
you
like
could
that
you could
quote,
do that
like,
as well.
Life is like a sandwich. Either way you flip it, the bread comes first. Kind of like that.
Whoa, I've never heard that one.
You just really hit us.
It's
with
just one of those
some-
like generic like, rap punchlines. Like I feel like it was probably a rap song. Maybe I'm just spitting bars. I don't know.
Probably.
I feel like you might have gotten that from somebody here in Decatur.
Yeah, bro.
That sounds like a
Out there in
Lawrence.
Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mean streets of Gotham. Dude, people are dying in Decatur, dude.
There was a
People
guy.
dying.
There was a guy here recently that stole an airplane and drove it around for about 5 hours.
I heard about that.
Raise hell and praise Dale.
Threatening to crash it into the Tupelo Walmart
Yeah.
if somebody didn't like fulfill his like ransom. So, but he landed, not into a Tupelo Walmart, but in a field. So
Very nice.
Everything
Did
is-
you get the money?
I doubt it.
Definitely not.
Rats.
Yeah. Mission failed.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel like we've covered it all. I think we can wrap it up there. If you guys any last words?
Live to crash another day.
All right, yeah.
There you go.
Free my boy. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys.